told they were wondering if we were a third party, and we were there to set them straight. Now, at this meeting, it became transparently clear what the differences between the old Europe and the new Europe were. For example, one of the shiny new bureaucrats from the old Europe said he liked high taxes, and his country was better than ours for them. It's one of those countries, interestingly enough, that's undergoing bankruptcy. On the other hand, the new Europeans were busy taking notes. And 2 weeks later, I was contacted by the Italian Tea Party coordinator. David Mozzarelli is that coordinator, and he's a savvy 28-year-old businessman who is planning to hold his first tea party in his hometown of Prato, Italy. And he contacted the Southern California Tax Vote Coalition because he wanted help with promoting the event and some tips and tricks. And I began posting about his event on my blog, Temple of Foot. And I work with a fabulous bunch of fellow bloggers, the Slobs, the San Diego Local Order of Bloggers. And I'd like to give a big shout out today, Bears with Demo, W.C. Marones, Doo Doo Economics, and Left Coast Rebel. They're here among us today taking notes. They got the posts up, and thousands of Americans read and began to respond on the Italian Tea Party Facebook's page. And one of the most special moments in my life was reading the kind, supportive comments from fellow Americans to their Italian comrades, exchanging ideas of liberty, free markets, the support of the individual. It was really awe-inspiring and just very, very meaningful for me as a blogger and a Tea Party patriot. One of the other things I wanted to point out is if you guys would like to participate, I learned a tool, Google Translate. You plug in your website, use Google Translate, and it'll translate the article into the language of your choice. So it was really fabulous. Actually, the Tea Party in Prato, which was held in May, was an outstanding success. About 200 patriots came together to dialogue in Italy about limited government and free markets. And they subsequently have organized about 8 different events, including the one in Florence, Italy, which they invited me to participate with. And that's kind of interesting because I speak exactly 2 languages fluently, American and English. So I had the help of one of my friends, Anthony Perello, part of SoCal Tax Vote Coalition, and a professional translator, Luca Bacci. They gave me an MP3 file, which I practiced every day in my villa, and was able to actually do a decent job because my Italian friends laughed in all the right places. And that was a really great moment in Tea Party history. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out is that there were a couple of interesting differences between us and our Italian compatriots. For example, at the Italian Tea Party, they serve wine, where we're more fueled by coffee and sometimes beer and tea. And another very key difference, and I think that one that speaks to the heart of our movement here, is when you look at Tea Party participants in America, you're looking at moms and dads and grandparents who are trying to preserve their kids' liberty, freedom. The Italians are young. They are the kids. And they're trying to fight back the socialist government that encroached on their future success. Now, there are a lot more similarities and differences. And David noted the similarity I also see. I see the great passion of a lot of people from all over the country coming to our events with happiness and hope in their heart. I love to see them meet each other, and every day I can see a lot of new friendships form. So I think that's very, very exciting. Now, 2 more things I'd like to just point out. One of the charges made is that there aren't any Democrats in the Tea Party. I wanted to come out to the closet to say that I am a Democrat. The next thing I wanted to point out is that many people end with a great quote, and I wanted to share one for my fellow bloggers. It's based on the Dos Equis man. I don't often choose to become politically active, but when I choose, I always choose tea parties. Stay ungovernable, my friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Leslie. Hey, I gotta tell you, folks.